What's going on, everybody? My name is Tenebrous Infinite, and welcome back to Generation Zero. I have a quick video for you guys about the May update coming out next week. So with the developer live stream happening a couple days ago, we've managed to get ourselves a sneak peek at the update that's going to be coming out next week. Next week's update is going to be primarily focusing on improving the intro island, adding a couple things, and balancing a few things. So we're going to kind of go over a couple of those things, and then just keep in mind while I'm going through this video that this is just a sneak peek, and we'll be getting the full details on the update next week. So let's start by reading this newsletter. So, for the intro island improvements, they've taken a lot of player feedback as well as their own data and saw that a lot of people were not getting a good feel for the game during their initial experience. So they've gone back to the drawing board and looked at ways to improve the feeling of the starting area to give new players a better understanding of the variety that the game holds later on. They're evaluating how these changes will affect player behavior in this limited capacity, as they know that the denseness in the game is something that we've all kind of called out and asked for more of. So going forwards, they plan on exploring other ways of filling up the world, and we can all just kind of consider these intro island improvements as the very beginning of improving this world. So some of these intro island improvements that we're going to be seeing are more bodies and more lootable bodies creating scenarios in the world. Alongside that, we'll find more things going on in the forests and just other tidbits of things that we'll be able to find around the intro island that will hopefully give us a better idea for how they're planning on improving the rest of the world here in Generation Zero. So this next thing is something that's caused a little bit of a point of contention in the community, but we'll talk about it after reading through here. So, photo mode. One thing that Generation Zero has unanimously been praised for is the stunning look of the world itself. After having read countless comments requesting this, and having spotted several mods trying to fulfill a similar purpose, we're happy to present you with the photo mode. Play around with the various filters, capture your favorite moments, and please let us know how we can improve it to fit your photographer needs. So photo mode has a couple people irked because they feel like photo mode has been a focus for the developers as opposed to fixing bugs in the game. So I would like to assure you guys, they have not prioritized making a photo mode over fixing the glaring bugs in this game. So in the developer live stream, Graham had mentioned that they had been working on photo mode since before the game released, but they have not been able to get it working properly, or at least up to their standard, until this May update. So this photo mode has, again, not taken developer focus over things like fixing mission chaining and the variety of other bugs that we've encountered in this game. And as well, it's a nice photo mode. It's got like crazy options in it and like a lot of detail to it. So personally myself, I'm a huge fan of this game having a photo mode in it and us having the opportunity to take really nice pictures of this gorgeous environment that they've made for us. So moving on here, I'm going to kind of wombo combo these next two ones together. So they've fixed a bit of the head bobbing, and also they've improved some of the sounds. So in the sound improvements, they've basically fixed the whole heartbeat sound, and now it's not going to be quite as loud in your ears when you're running around. And then for the head bobbing change, they've put an option to toggle head bobbing into the game. I myself haven't run into any issues with the head bobbing causing motion sickness for myself, but if any of you players out there have, this will be a welcome change for you guys. And the last two things are a couple balancing changes. So explosives have been rebalanced, so now you will find damage to be more consistent across all explosives. I know that a lot of people are a bit disappointed when you pick up a Grenadgewehr and you launch your first rocket, and it barely does anything to a robot. So it's going to be really good to see how much the explosives have been rebalanced. And definitely keep your eyes on my channel because I will be testing that in depth with pretty much all of the explosives you can find in the game when this update comes out next week. And lastly, we have some XP changes here, in which case XP is going to be now awarded based on damage dealt to enemies, improving the aspect of combat experience and how it's awarded so that we can expect experience to be a little bit more consistent than it is currently. So again, these are not all of the changes that are going to be coming next week. So they did not include in this that they're adding further improvements to the skill UI. So I've got a little bit of the footage for that for you guys here. And then there's a couple other things that I'm hopeful to see in next week's update. But we're just going to have to be patient until then. I'm hopeful that we'll wind up seeing the May update come out earlier on in the week so that we have a little bit more time to enjoy the actual update before May ends and things move forwards. But I think that that's going to do that for this quick little news and update video for you guys here on Generation Zero. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and if you did, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I will catch you guys next week with May's update. Until then, peace.